fifth gear of the drive presented by Royal Honda. An O-line battle between Trevor Penning and James Hurst for the starting left tackle position. James Hurst had mentioned in the locker room during minicamps that he's excited to welcome Trevor Penning, to work with Trevor Penning in the O-line room, and understands that the best five guys are going to be out there.
That's the nature of this league. You're always going to have people competing. Competition is going to make the team better. I mean, you draft a guy that talented, that wants to work as hard as he does, it's going to bring great things. You know, I know that week one we're going to have the five best linemen on the field. We're going to field the best unit that we have. And whoever that is, that's what's going to be best for the team. That's what's most important. So I think having guys out there competing for spots, not just on the offensive line, but across the board on this team, it's going to make us better. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important.
Is the competition aspect, and that James Hurst looks forward to that competition, but also just welcomes the fact that Trevor Penning is worthy of, his first round position and his first round draft pick, and that he can very well take that spot from James Hurst. Your thoughts on the position battle between Hurst and Penning for the left tackle position? 2 minutes starting now, John.
Yeah, look, I think this is James Hurst's battle to lose, right? And again, I think he's earned every right to start for this team. He's a very good veteran, a guy that's done a lot of what he's been asked and then some. And look, he's smart. He's very well spoken. I think he's one of the quiet leaders in the building that nobody really talks about. But man, I expect Trevor Penning to be one of those guys when you start to put on the pads that you're really going to see a lot of what they saw in him when they drafted him. And so, look, we know he's a mauler. We know he's very physical. We know that he's extremely strong in run blocking. The pass protection is where Trevor Penning has to get better. And look, he was struggling a little bit in mini camp. Carl Granderson was kind of putting the moves on him. I'm really interested to see how he's going to stack up against some of these premier pass rushers that the Saints have, whether it's Cam Jordan, whether it's Peyton Turner, some of these guys that like to twist and move, how he adapts to that, because sometimes he can get very flat-footed. But look, at the end of the day, I think Penning is definitely going to be the future. I wouldn't be surprised to see James Hurst in there right now, obviously, starting in week one. It's truly going to be one of those, it's going to be his job until he loses it. And I just remember 2013, they had obviously some issues there. And that's where Teron Armstead was drafted in the third round. And he started way late in the season against Carolina, and he got the, beat out of him. And he learned from that and obviously became the future starter. So I'm not saying it's going to be lightning in a bottle and this is going to be the same exact way of what happens, because I think Hurst is a guy that can protect Jameis Winston and is very intelligent to handle anything that comes his way. But as of right now, you got to give the leg up to Hurst. Penning is a guy that still needs to develop and kind of come up a little bit before he's able to take the reins there and eventually actually take the reins to start.